Hello and welcome back to Community Roundup, brought to you by Brad's Furniture and Appliances. I'm Jordan Prentice, and today I am joined by Bonnie Carlson and
Randa Braun.
sorry, Randa Braun. Sorry, I was thinking of your titles, and then I'm sorry. So Bonnie Carlson is the poultry chair and vice president of the North Peace Fall Fair Society. And Randa Braun is the social media chair and baking chair. And we are here at the North Peace Fall Fairgrounds, and we're going to talk about how things are going. Thank you so much for joining me.
You're welcome.
Today,
Thank you.
guys. It is a little bit rainy, but that's okay. We're good.
We won't melt.
So before we talk about this year's fair, tell me what is the history, a brief history of the North Peace Fall Fair?
Well, the North Peace Fall Fair started, say, 1929, 76 years ago this year.
Wow.
And it started Robert Ogilvie School, and now where the school now stands. And then it went to the rural areas, so Rose Prairie, Montney, and North Pine. And so those rural communities each year took a turn of hosting the fair.
Cool.
It was usually about, at the time, it was an afternoon event. And then years went by, and it just went on to a full day and a 2-day and now a 3-day event.
So it's really like a historical piece
Yes.
of the Peace region, right?
Yes, it really
And
is.
also the grounds here was donated by the Germain family.
Okay.
And the log cabin here was built by Jack and Harvey Parker. And there's a picture in the Fall Fair book of them cutting logs for the cabin.
Cool.
Yeah.
And these Fall Fair books, where can people get one of these?
Oh gosh. Peace River Building, Home Hardware,
Okay.
Co-op, North Peace Savings and Credit Union.
Okay.
We actually have a huge list on our social media pages, on our Facebook page and on our Instagram page, and they are a pinned post, and we have about 30 different locations where you can find these books.
Okay.
And they are also on our website as well.
Okay, that is good to know. Folks, I'm sorry, I just want to pause it for 1 second. It looks like I might have a technical difficulty here. Okay, we're just going to keep going. Sorry about that. So it's the 76th annual North Peace Fall Fair. How are preparations coming along for this year? It's a couple weeks away, right?
Things are going well. The regional district has supplied the fair with contractors to take care of what needs to be done. So there's 3 new wheelchair ramps that have been made, and a ramp, kind of a walkway step type thing up to the booths.
Okay.
And they're working on all the bleachers this week. The electrical has been taken care of updating the electrical, and in every building there is a new fire extinguisher put in each one, and
Okay.
that. So, yep.
So those things, do they kind of fall under the repairs that need to happen?
Yes.
Or, okay. Okay, and you said today crews are working on the bleachers.
Yes.
Right? Okay, so the fair is happening, and the only thing that isn't going to happen is there's just a few buildings that can't be used.
Correct.
Do you guys know which ones?
Yes, so there's 3 buildings that can't be used. I believe you can see them in the background here. The Pine View Hall, which is our junior exhibit building, and then our handicraft building, which holds all the adult handicrafts and artwork. And then out of sight of the camera here is our kitchen, which we can't use as well. So we have rented tents to replace those.
Okay.
And we have a lot of tents just donated.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's awesome. And so tell me what kind of stuff people can expect to enjoy at the fair. Like, Randa, you were just telling me about a baking contest, and then Bonnie, sorry, you told me that there's a whole bunch of different contests. What kind of contests are there? What kind of activities can people expect?
There's light show, horse show, beef show,
Yes.
and sheep and swine and goats and poultry section. And there's also pets and rabbits. And then it expands to junior exhibits and adult exhibits, which is canning and floral and photography and the baking and artwork and quilting. And there's anything else?
Fruits and vegetables.
Fruits and vegetables.
Yes. So anybody is welcome to enter those. You don't have to be a farmer or a member of the Fall Fair. It's open to anyone. So we take entries on Friday from 3 to 8 p.m. People are welcome to bring their items. And if they have questions about what exact items could be entered, it's all in the Fall Fair book. They can go to this section that they're interested in. It lays it out in different categories. They bring it, we enter it in the fair, and then it gets judged on Saturday morning.
Mm-hmm.
And do they bring it here?
Yes,
To the fall?
you would bring it here to the Fall Fair, and depending on what section you want to enter will depend on where you go on the fairgrounds. But we will have people directing on Friday night when people come.
So I'm a little bit curious, like, for example, with like fruits, vegetables, or baking, like those kinds of goods, like they do expire, right? So, like, should people bring those right before the actual fall fair itself, or how does that kind of work?
No, everything has to be brought on Friday evening and entered because they are set up and put in the appropriate places,
Okay.
and then they are judged first thing on Saturday morning.
Oh, okay, that makes
Yes.
sense. Oh, that's so cool. And let's talk about help, volunteers. You guys need volunteers?
Oh, we always need volunteers. Every year we need volunteers. There's all kinds of mowing and whippersnipping and painting that needs to be done, or moving of items throughout the grounds. And especially the week before, the week of the fair, there's this year we need to set up tents, so we need help to set up tents. And also move tables into these tents so that we can have the exhibits displayed there. And if anybody needs to know these things, then just contact us and ask what time they need to be here. And each Tuesday throughout the summer, from May till Fair Week, there is a work bee every Tuesday that we always need people helping with that. Anything else?
Yeah, and we always need people during the weekend too, whether it's just having someone watch over the exhibit tents, so the chair people can go out and experience the fair as well. We need some help with the sanitization, just people who are willing to make sure garbages aren't overflowing, that the bathrooms are tidy, things like that. So there is lots of areas that we can always use help in.
Okay, well, that's great. I hope that anybody watching this who wants to help out, your help is definitely needed here. So people can go to the North Peace Fall Fair website and Facebook page as well to connect with you guys, right?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Is there anything I missed? Do you think we got everything?
I think that's everything. The fair is happening August 18th through 20th. It is a great family-friendly weekend for the entire family, something for everyone. There is too, if you don't feel like driving out here, there's a free shuttle bus that runs from Fort St. John. There is actually two different buses, one that leaves from North Peace Secondary School and one from the Senior Center. And they run 4 times a day back and forth. So it's a great way if you don't want to drive, if you want to save on the parking, catch the bus and come check it out.
And if you want to come stay in your RV, you bring your RV about Thursday and also Friday. You can bring your RVs and park them here for the weekend. There's a fee for that. There's a pancake breakfast both Saturday and Sunday morning, probably starting about 7 o'clock. And there's called Dinner in the Pines on Saturday evening for your evening meal. And there's food vendors all over the place here. Food vendors and also just vendors that are selling things or are telling you of things to be aware of, such as forestry or there's also the spinners and weavers. They're here doing demonstrations, and the Potters Guild is also here, have a booth. And so there's horseshoe tournaments, and there's log sawing and
Bike driving.
driving.
There's family dances. There's live entertainment. We really have it all.
And there's a library section where children can listen to stories from the library. There's a special tent for that. And there's a playground, and there's also a sand pile with money in it, so the kids can dig for money in these sand piles. And it's just never-ending fun here.
Oh, that's amazing. And it sounds like a great way to support local vendors as well, right?
Yes, 100%.
So important. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Randa and Bonnie. I
Yes,
really
you're
appreciate it.
Thank you, Jordan.
Yeah, of course. Folks, be sure to check out the North Peace Fall Fair, August 18th to 20th here in Rose Prairie at the North Peace Fall Fairgrounds. My name is Jordan Prentice, and today I have been joined by Bonnie Carlson and Randa Braun of the North Peace Fall Fair Society. You've been watching Community Roundup, brought to you by Brad's Furniture and Appliances, and we will see you next time.